Am I the asshole for improvising my scene in a play?
Probably. Were you not supposed to? If you weren't supposed to, then probably yeah, dude.
So this takes place at UCB. No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. All right. So the situation played out a couple days ago, and I'm still dealing with the aftermath. A buddy of mine put on a small play/production as part of a course he was taking at community college. I'm not in the class, but he asked me to play a pretty small role with a couple lines in one scene. Give that a small role, couple lines. Okay.
One scene. Okay.
One scene. He wrote the play, and I honestly thought it was pretty good. And as someone who writes in my own spare time, I had a lot of story suggestions for him.
Oh, God, dude.
In particular, I wanted to expand the role of the character I was playing.
No shit, man. For real?
And add some more dialogue to my scene. Not because I wanted to steal the spotlight.
No, of course not.
But I genuinely felt it would improve the play.
Right, yeah.
Biggest lie ever said by any person on the planet. I'm sorry. As a former writer and former actor, you're a fucking liar, dude.
But it's gotten to the point where he's assigning people to the roles. I think the story's done.
Yeah,
man.
The story's done. We're good. We don't need to.
You're at least not hired for script writer.
Yeah, you're not here. I mean? You're here to look good and on the stage. God damn it, say my lines.
And especially if you have a small role and he asks you like last minute.
Yeah,
you're not a part of the core of the production.
You're not. Yeah, you're barely above the line here.
Yeah,
all right.
Which is like fine. Just do your job and get out of there and get paid if you get paid. Wait, actually, this all hinges on if this guy is getting paid or not.
Not getting paid at all. He
can do whatever the fuck he wants then.
Well, this is a community college. I don't even know if he's getting paid, actually. I don't think it's brought up. It's for a class.
If he's getting a credit, then he is getting paid.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's, yeah.
Yeah. My friend was completely not receptive to the additions I was proposing, and he was pretty dismissive when I voiced my opinion. I will admit, I'm sorry. I used to write shit. If you change my shit, fuck you. Sorry.
That's true. You are living vicariously through this person.
I will admit this annoyed me a bit and perhaps made me feel more comfortable taking it upon myself to insert some improvisation into my scene.
That's fucked up.
I essentially went ahead with the expanded monologue I had written as best as I could remember, which caused my scene to go on 3 to 4 minutes longer than planned.
Are you fucking kidding me?
However, I very naturally transitioned back into the written material, and every other actor involved seemed to understand what I was doing and flowed really well with it. Parentheses, the audience seemed to like it also. Essentially, the only person who was upset was my friend, who yelled at me afterwards and basically tried to claim I was disrespecting his vision. Yes,
yeah.
I tried to explain that my intention was to enhance the scene, not detract from what he had written. And I also explained that everyone else seemed to like what I did. He was not having it and pretty much hasn't spoken to me since. I feel like he's being extremely unreasonable, and I think this conflict would have been avoided in the first place if he had considered my suggestions to begin with. Parentheses, if he had given me a legitimate reason why he didn't like my proposals, I absolutely would not have gone through with it. TLDR expanded my role in a play with some improvisation. The playwright, my friend, is now pissed at me and claiming I disrespected his vision. I believe I improved the play.
I don't think it matters whether or not you improved the play or
You're
not.
an asshole.
You're an asshole for just getting up there and completely putting everyone on the spot.
I will say, yeah, the fact that there's other people and like you're saying, quote unquote, they got it. The other actors totally got it, but no, you decided to do your fucking monologue.
I don't think people understand that improv is a completely nerve-wracking different skill than anything
just
else.
Acting or just writing. Yeah,
even like music, they would do this too.
Yeah.
Like there was one time I was at Viola Fest at New World Symphony. There's like a little like private high school in Miami. That is pretty cool. But obviously rich kids, but they got a lot of talent there. They hire people from like Juilliard and shit. I didn't know. I thought it was like, because Viola Fest, Cello Fest, or Cellobration, I think, around here, and then there's like different shit for different instruments for people when you're in public school in Florida.
Yeah, because
it's a big classical scene. So we thought we could just fucking go, and we were invited because we knew this guy from the previous Viola Fest, whatever. And so we went, and I was the only new person there. And it was a bunch of people from like instructors from Juilliard doing this like crazy like one-on-one tutoring, and it was a really great experience, but I was very out of my depth.
Oh yeah.
And one of the biggest things I took from that was they were going to do like a little fun shit where they started teaching you improvisation on your instrument, like the basics of improvisation and like how the importance of scales and all that stuff. And they were teaching it to kids, and we were just all in a group, and they would just like pick a kid and make them try to make up a thing.
Oh my God, no.
It was terrifying. And all of the teachers from Juilliard that were there, they came in to be like, well, what's going on in here? I want to try. And then we were like, oh, we're doing improvisation. And they were like, oh, I'm getting out of here. And I was like, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this either.
Oh, no.
Jesus,
I'm terrified. Oh, no.
Yeah, so, no, I totally get that, though, yeah.
Doing that to people is crazy.
Yeah, even, like...
You're sneak attacking people.
Yeah, literally.
You can't do that, especially if they're in front of a crowd and they probably are nervous. You can't just be like, you're a professional, you should know how to...
This is a community college play for written by...
Even if it was on Broadway, that
would
on Broadway, be crazy.
Yeah, but this is such low stakes, and you're coming in here like, I know what the fuck to do. Dude, you know what pisses me off the most in that thing?
Yeah.
Like, if, I wouldn't have done it if he'd given me a legitimate reason why I couldn't monologue.
You don't need a legitimate reason why. He's the director.
He's the playwright and director, assuming the director, yeah.
I assume, whatever. He's the playwright. It doesn't matter.
He has a vision.
Yeah.
And you're coming in like, well, what if I did this? And he's like, no, it doesn't go with the vision I had. And just because you, quote unquote, write a little bit in your spare time doesn't mean there's going to be a good mishmash between your writing style and their writing style. Like, it's like, that's fucked. I don't know, man.
It is fucked. I agree.
This is why you don't work with people. This is why you don't. This is why
you control everything.
You control everything. This is why you stay in your home office. And you just never talk to people.
Never speak to anyone 24/7 in your office. Hold yourself up with your 3 cats and your girlfriend.
But no, I mean, collaboration's a skill, and you have to be okay with someone saying no.
Yes, especially if they're the one running the show.
Yeah. No shit. This is such a fucking
obvious thing. It's also very unprofessional and very like you're probably not gonna get a job with any of the people involved.
Yeah, that like everyone's like, oh yeah, he did this weird thing. Like, I mean, it was all right, but like, I just don't trust him to like do the job.
Yeah, you need to be reliable. That's one of the biggest skills. Like having it, just like I don't know. I think they've really done a disservice. I think in Hollywood and in media with portraying creative people as like savants and geniuses that just make shit up and they're not whatever. Because it's just not true. Like, it's hard work.
Yeah,
most of the people that make all of the creative stuff that you like are working very hard and they're very skilled and they practice all the time to do this thing.
Yeah.
And that's like their talent comes from that. And they work very hard at being professional as well.
Yeah.
You know?
I think like on like film or like TV sets, even like I think that I can understand like an actor wanting to give input as if they acted as the character.
And I don't think it's
for like
awful.
Years.
Yeah, but it depends on the dynamics of the set that you're on.
Yeah, because like there's plenty of moments. Like I know there's like a video essay that just came out. I haven't watched it yet, but like apparently Ryan Gosling basically wrote a monologue within Blade Runner that got into the movie.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I'm not saying that there isn't opportunities for that.
Yeah, right.
This is
not one.
College.
Well, I don't even think it's community college. I think you could do it in community college if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think like it has to be approved.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yes. That's the part that is disrespectful. Is it wasn't approved and then you
wasn't
did
approved.
It anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
You still
I'm focusing on the wrong detail here. I am missing the forest for the trees.
No, you're fine. I get it. Like, I think, and I think it's good to even do that in community college. Yeah. Because then you start learning.
Because it is still a collaborative medium, and I don't want to take that away. But again, like, it's, if someone says no, you got to accept no. That's what it is.
I get getting pissed off, too. Like, I needed to write some, oh my God, fucking bullshit ass thing. But for college, we were doing I was in a Baroque group playing in like old Baroque styles and everything. And it was awesome. And this guy chose a part specifically that didn't have a viola part in it. And he tasked me with writing the viola part, like going through, analyzing each chord, writing what would be the best with common practice period rules, which are very strict, but also really guidelines. So I wrote my part. And it took like 3 months because it was an entire I was doing college and also full-time
working
and also doing this at my job also. And then I got him the fucking part and he looked at it, kept it. I practiced that part.
Yeah.
The day before the performance, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I made some revisions to your part." It's completely new.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I was offended that he completely rewrote the shit that I did personally, but I understand that that was not professional for me to have that personal shit because I also just didn't like this guy. He was kind of a dick anyway.
Yeah.
And I think he didn't like my level of ability, and I definitely wasn't like up to snuff for him, but he also was like the first time he ever like did anything, and he was really terrible at giving downbeats and shit. It was the first time he ever conducted anything. It was just a mess. All the regular ways that it can be a mess.
Yeah.
I was more pissed at the unprofessionalism of giving a performer a completely new part.
1 day notice.
A literal less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Before a performance.
Yeah, for sure. And so to do it the day of during the performance is crazy.
So insane. And then I just remember it was one of those moments where I was playing it, and in the middle of the piece, I was like, he also wasn't a violist. Like, he didn't know how to write viola parts, and it was a shittier viola part than what I had written in terms of technically what I could do.
Yeah.
Because usually when you write parts for a specific person, you understand their technical ability.
Yeah.
And it was just not, he was obviously a piano player. Writing for a viola
like
part?
if we wrote something for like a sketch and then the day before I'm like, oh, here's a new part and it's all in French.
Yeah, it would be like writing something in shitty Spanish and then giving it to a native Spanish speaker.
Yeah.
And then they're like, this is not grammatically correct at all. And also you told me to memorize this. I have to perform it from memory in 24 hours.
Oh God, yeah. Having to... Jesus.
So it's just like ass. And so I understand the frustration like from that point of view. And there's like ways to be an asshole on both sides.
Yeah.
But 100% it just all comes down to you went against the dude's wishes.
And you made it about yourself.
Regardless of if it was
if
good,
people
bad,
liked it. Yeah.
If people liked it, if
you're a fucking egomaniac.
What did Reddit say? NTA.
No, they said you're the asshole, I think.
The play.
This was 3 years ago, apparently, and it just got reposted recently. So,
Oh,
yeah, so this has been long since resolved.